What's going on, guys? This is Titan, AKT, if you're following me on social media. In this video, we're going to go over Gamestop. Looks like they have earnings right now or had earnings. I'm not really following it as far as their earnings report goes. But yeah, we're also going to go over AMC and then BBIG as well. So if you like this kind of content, earnings, meme stocks, crypto, all that fun stuff, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So GameStop, if you watch my previous videos, I did say GameStop is looking very bearish. And the reason why I said that, I wouldn't say very bearish, but it was just looking bearish so far to me. And the reason why I said that is if we look at the previous earnings that they had, it was just a straight move, like either up or down heading into earnings. But this time we only had a bunch of consolidation, just nothing happening. So that was showing me that investors were uncertain about how the earnings was going to go. So it seems like they were very confident into, of the previous earnings. You had your run up here and then it kind of like tumbled down. You had your run up here into earnings and then it tumbled down. But this earnings, it was just like, I don't know. So that showed me that there was too much uncertainty. No one knew what to expect. And therefore, it was more likely to go bearish. So anytime you see a stock doing that towards earnings, so just a bunch of consolidation, then potentially it's not safe to play. Earnings is 50-50 at the end of the day, but it's just not safe to play any type of consolidation heading to earnings. That means no one knows what the heck is going to happen. All right. So what I'm looking at next as far as GameStop is that 170 level. We do have a bunch of very strong support in this area as far as the 170 level. So potentially in the morning, we may see, even after hours, we may see a retest of 190 real quick. So, a lot of people tend to get hyped and be like, oh, this is the run right here. It's coming back. But it can easily just retest 190 because this is decent resistance here. That's a tongue twister, but just nice resistance here, and then maybe tumble down towards that 175, 170 area. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If it does hit 170, I'm personally going to probably do a long call on that, only because GameStop typically after earnings, GameStop does the opposite of what it did at earnings. So if it drops at earnings, a week or so later, it typically recovers and runs back up, or, vice versa. So I'm definitely going to do a long play if that does happen. Keep in mind, guys, that Thursdays and Fridays are typically bearish days for meme stocks. All right. It's like clockwork. It always seems to work that way. I'm assuming, whales want to cover their short positions, or whoever want to cover their positions. And so, yeah, Thursdays and Fridays are typically bearish days for meme stocks. So don't be surprised, if you do see that retest of 190 and then it just tumbles again. All right. Yeah, so it was following the IWM as well. So if we look at the IWM, if you watch my previous videos, I was doing all types of stuff today with this thing, but so ignore that. But, we had the IWM break this bearish flag here, and it was just clean. So if you watch my previous video, I was talking about this bearish flag and how it was breaking through, and then it hit our support here. It hit our support here at around 223, 224 area. And where do I see it going from here? If you don't know, meme stocks typically follow the IWM. GameStop seems to follow it really good. So as this was falling, GameStop was falling as well. So GameStop could be a clear sign that the IWM may drop some more, maybe towards 220. And from there, I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll see tomorrow or Friday, whatever the case may be. Next is AMC. So with AMC, that's not AMC. So with AMC, guys, AMC really, really frustrated me because it was clear as day manipulation. If you're wondering why I'm like typing really slow, it's because I'm reaching over something. But AMC, this was just clear manipulation, and it really got me upset. I normally am not an emotional trader, but this move just got me so upset because it was just blatant manipulation. And And I'm going to show you guys what I did. Well, what we did. And by we, I mean the Discord group. So right here. So here we have an ascending triangle. It breaks back up above the ascending triangle. It breaks every possible wall there is besides that $50 psychological level. We have a bullish engulfing pattern. We have a double bottom. It was just crazy. And next thing you know, I even waited to after the 15 minutes candle was up. And I'm like, all right, worst case scenario, it retraces back down to 48, maybe 47.50 area, 47.60, 50 area, right? And yeah, it just completely just pulled the rug on anybody who got calls here. My biggest mistake was not taking the $50 psychological level seriously. I also told myself, I even told my members this, that I would probably never short trade AMC again after, because we won like, we got into AMC when it was at $9. We bought a whole bunch of shares or whatever, ran up to 60. We even did a long play on it when it was at $9, and it just ran up like crazy. People in the group were made like 10K, 5K, 2K. It was crazy. And then after that, I decided like, yeah, I'm not short trading this thing anymore. And I went back on my word simply because this was just, everything was there. The MACD was up, the bullish engulfing pattern, the ascending chart, it broke resistance. It was just, everything was there, and clean manipulation. Tried to do it again. Yeah, you get the idea. All right. So where do I see AMC going from here? I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you guys. After that, I don't even know. So if anything, look for that $50 break. If we do get $50 break, look for the move towards $60. All right. But for now, I couldn't even tell you where this thing is going to go. Tomorrow is Thursday and Friday, so we're probably going to see bearish movement in this stock. I'm hoping not, because to recover some gains in it. But otherwise BBIG kind of covered, well, actually really covered me, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get off this stock because it's making me mad. But BBIG. So if you looked at my previous video, watch my previous video, I did say BBIG will bounce off the 1050 area, and it did exactly that. It bounced off like 1050, 1030, and I said that it may happen during after hours of pre-market, and then potentially run up to 14 or 15. We didn't get our 14 and 15. That's fine. I didn't really expect it to happen in a day, but we got 1250. I had $9 calls on this. We had $9 calls on this heading into next year. Closed majority of those out for a nice, good profit. I had like 20 contracts in the thing, so that was crazy. And yeah, so for now, I think they had news today as far as their proxy or something like that. So I think that helped the movement, but that bounce off 1050 was very clean. So as far as what I'm looking at next, I am looking to get back into BBIG around that $9.50, $9 area. And I'm definitely going to do a long-term play on it, like January, March, or something like that, to play it safe. And just in case, it keeps dropping. And then I'm definitely going to average in as it drops. I'm not going to, put all my eggs in one basket, okay? Right now, MACD is, heading straight down. RSI is kind of neutral. It is bouncing off this little area here. So we could, see a little bounce up. But for now, I wouldn't really too much trade this thing for the short term right now. Again, I do think $14 and $15 is not too much to ask for. But do I see a short term? As far as the charts are looking, no. But anything can happen with this stock. This stock is just been pumping lately. So it can act like a meme stock tomorrow and just be bearish and Friday. And then we have jobless claims tomorrow as well. So anything can happen. But as far as long term goes, it does look good for the long term so far for now. But it is very overextended. So just look for that pullback towards $9, $9.50 area, and then maybe consider doing a trade. I'm not a financial advisor. If you decide to follow or trade, that's completely up to you guys. All right. So other than that, yeah, I'm looking for $9.50, $9. Any lower than that, I'm gonna just continue to average down for the long term. And yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. So if you like this kind of content, if you're interested in any stocks, leave a comment below on what stock you're interested in. earnings, even crypto, if it's on here, and I'll be glad to go over that. Also, leave a like and subscribe. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And that's about it. So until next time, guys, see you in the next video.